Hello learners, this is Shraddha Bharti and in today's video we are going to solve a question which has been previously asked in the SSC JEE conventional paper. The question says that the tensile strength has been performed on 50 millimeter long steel tube having 18 mm external diameter and 12 mm internal diameter. The axial load of 2 kN produces a stretch of 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter, and the lateral contraction of the outer diameter is something given. We have to calculate the Young's modulus, the Poisson's ratio, and the bulk modulus of the material. So this question was of 15 marks in the SSC JEE 2004. So let's solve this question and let's first try to draw a diagram for this. So we need a 50 mm long steel tube. So this is a 50 mm long steel tube having 18 mm external diameter. So this diameter is 18 mm and the internal diameter is 12 millimeter. It's given over here. This diameter is 12 mm. Now it says that axial load of 2 kilonewton produces a stretch. So we are pulling this by a force of 2 kilonewton, and due to this load there is a stretch in the outer diameter and lateral contraction. This means the tube will contract and become something like this. And we have to calculate the Young's modulus, the Poisson's ratio, and the bulk modulus of the material. So now we have understood about the diagram. Let's draw it freshly. So here is our fresh diagram. Just ignore this line. The axial load of 2 kilonewton. So we are applying an axial load of 2 kilonewton over here, which produces a stretch of 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter. That means the tube is getting elongated and the elongation is 3.36. So this distance over here is 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 mm. And the lateral contraction of the outer diameter is this much. So this is the contraction in total. This is the contraction in total. Now we have to calculate the Young's modulus. So once we have understood the question, let's try to solve this one. Let me quickly write the dimensions over here. So for let's start with the calculation of Young's modulus. We'll be using the formula delta L, that is change in length, is equals to PL by AE. So what is P? P is the force with which we are stretching the bar or the tube. So the force is given as 2 kilonewton, right? What is length? Length is known to us. It is 50 mm. What is area? Now this area is the cross-sectional area of the tube. Cross-sectional area of the tube means this area we have to find. So what is the area of a circle? Area of the circle is pi by 4 d square if diameter is given to you, or pi r square if the radius is given to you. Okay, so once we know the diameter, can we find the area of the outer circle? If we subtract the area of the inner circle, we'll get the area of the cross section of the tube, right? So we can write the area as pi by 4 d1 square minus d2 square. Okay, this is the area. What is E? That we have to find out. And what is change in length? Change in length is 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter. So everything is given and we just have to calculate this. I have already explained you what are the given entities. So delta L is equals to PL by AE. So what is delta L over here? It is 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equals to force is 2 kilonewton. It is given in kilonewton. I am multiplying it with 10 to the power 3 in order to get the answer in Newton per millimeter square. What is length over here? Length is 50 millimeter. What is area? As I have told you, pi by 4 d1 square minus d2 square. So it is 18 square minus 12 square into E. E we have to find out. So you just solve this and you will get the answer. So E is by pi by 4. We can use the formula of a square plus b square. A square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b, in order to ease our calculation. and this quantity will come in the denominator. 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3. So if you solve this, you will get the answer as 210.522 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per millimeter square. I am not solving this. You just have to use your calculator and solve this. Okay. So you will get the answer this. Now let's move on to the next part. We'll calculate the Poisson's ratio. We know that Poisson's ratio mu is negative of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. Now, neither the lateral strain nor the longitudinal strain is given to us. So we have to calculate these first. So let's calculate the lateral strain. Now what is strain first? Strain is change in length to the original length. Now what is lateral strain? Lateral strain is change in length in the lateral direction. So if this is the longitudinal direction, this direction is the lateral direction. So change in length to the original length in the lateral direction is called the lateral strain. So what is the lateral strain over here? Change in length in the lateral direction, that is in the diameter or in the diametric direction to the original length. So it is given in the question that the lateral contraction of the outer diameter is this much. So lateral strain will be, I'll put a negative sign over here because it is contraction. In case of elongation, we'll use a positive sign, and in case of contraction, we'll be using a negative sign. So minus 3.62 into 10 to the power minus 4 by, what is the original length? Original diameter was 18 millimeter, external diameter. So this is the lateral strain. Let me write lateral. Now what is longitudinal strain? Longitudinal strain is the change in length in the longitudinal direction to the original length. So what was change in length in the longitudinal direction? It is 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter. So 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeter. Since this is in elongation, or it is stretching, so we will put it with a positive sign. And what is the original dimension? Original dimension was 50 millimeter as given in the question. So now we know what is lateral strain, now we know what is longitudinal strain. We'll put these values and find the value of Poisson's ratio. So Poisson's ratio is negative of lateral strain. Lateral strain is again negative, so it will become positive. So minus 3.62 into 10 to the power minus 4 by 18 whole divided by 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 50. Now if you solve this, you will get 3.62 into 10 to the power minus 4 by 18 multiplied by 50 into 3.36 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this minus 3 and minus 4 will be gone, and you will be left with 10 to the power minus 1, and this negative sign also becomes positive. And if you solve this, you will get the answer as 0.299. I'm not solving this, you have to calculate this on your own, and which comes out to be nearly about 0.3. So this is the value of Poisson's ratio. Now moving on to the third portion for calculating the bulk modulus. Let's calculate the bulk modulus. There are three relationships which are very important, very important. So first is E. E is equals to 3k 1 minus 2 mu. This one. So from this relationship, we'll find the bulk modulus K. This implies K is equals to E by 3 into 1 minus 2 mu. Value of E, which we have calculated from the first part, it is 210 522 into 10 to the power 3. So we'll put this 210.522 into 10 to the power 3 by 3 into 1 minus 2 mu. What is the value of mu? It is 0.3 almost. And if you solve this, you will get the value of bulk modulus. It will come out to be 1.754 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, so these were the questions which was asked in the previous year, 20 years back, SSC JEE for 15 marks. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Bye bye and have a nice day. And do like and follow me for more.